It came out last year, but you spent a long time on this, 2 to 3 years writing it. In between that, you won 2 Grammys as well. So a lot of your heart, a lot of your soul, and you've become very vulnerable writing this great piece of music. What was it like?
It was kind of a relief, honestly. I feel like it was once I released it, because you're right, it did take me a long time to write these songs just because how personal they were and life was just happening, and the gospel album kind of like fell out of nowhere. So it felt like by the time I actually got to put out Inspired by True Events, it was like, okay, big exhale, like a little bit nervous for people to hear, that side of me. I was really opening up about things, but it felt so good just to finally get it out. And also because, after a couple years, like life keeps going. So I was in a whole different place in my life and starting to write about different things. So I think getting that out was like, okay, this represented that chapter of my life, but now, I'm ready to move forward and put out some new tunes. So which is why I'm really excited for people to hear the next stuff too, because I've been writing a ton. So, but to answer your question, it felt really good to put it out. It's very therapeutic.
Because a lot of the tracks, there were different messages, of course, and you're going through a bit of a journey. Change your mind. Was that a message to your dad?
Yeah, it was. And that was like a scary one to put out for some reason, but it's so funny because I actually ended up playing that song for my dad before it came out, and he was like, I don't know why you'd be so nervous, because like it sounds great and you're just being honest. And for people who don't know, he like taught me so much about music. He's a musician as well, and so we have this really strong bond, like musical bond. So it was definitely, family is family, and like I love them to death, but like, we all obviously went through some crazy times, and so it was cool for me to use music, really the only thing I know how to use, as sort of a way to process everything that was going on and just kind of unlock those emotions that I didn't even know how to. I could sing about it. So it was just one of those albums, man. Shout out to Jimmy Napes, who basically co-wrote every song.
I was going to say, are you working with him on your new stuff, or is that not at that point yet?
You mean on the upcoming stuff?
On your upcoming pieces of music that you're making? Because
Yeah,
Jimmy Napes is a huge part of your last album.
I know. Yeah, we've been we worked together a little bit when I was just out there in London, but actually most of the stuff that I'm working on now has just been kind of back to like my EP roots, really, where it was like just me kind of creating alone. So yeah, so I'm kind of in that headspace right now, but I love Jimmy so much. I want to work more with him for sure. He's so great.
Tori, you've got some very good fans, because I've been getting so many messages to ask you. The fan questions are coming up shortly, guys, but I want to address one thing right now. A lot of fans have been asking Disney sing-along. They loved you. Would you ever want to voice as a Disney princess?
Yes, that is like a no-brainer dream of mine. I would absolutely love that. Hit up Disney for me, somebody.
And also, you were the voice of Mina in Sing, which was a lot of fun, as an elephant. So would you like to also be a voice for a Disney animation, potentially?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, honestly, doing Sing, it was the type of thing where it's like, oh, that would be cool to do one day, voice a character. But I didn't think it would happen in such a big way and in such an awesome way. Like it's one of the coolest things I've ever done. And to have all these, this whole new group of fans, really, with these like young kids who love the movie. It's actually really funny too, because parents will, see me and they'll like try to tell their kids like, look, this is Mina. This is the elephant from Sing. And they're looking at me like they're just so disappointed. Like, that's not the elephant from Sing, Mom. I don't know what you're talking about.
And you're like, shut your eyes, shut your eyes. Yes, I am.
Exactly. That's been fun. Just a whole nother, group of people, I guess, these little youngins that love the movie. So it's definitely like one of the top coolest things in my career.